This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
This broadcast on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is being brought to you by Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected, and Maple Glen Senior Living Community in Shelton, celebrating the art of life.
Oh, Daddy.
Good evening and welcome to the Mini Dome on the campus of Shelton High School in Shelton, Washington. Tonight we have South Sound Conference girls basketball with the Shelton Highclimbers hosting the Timberline Blazers. I'm Diedrich Allen and you are watching the Maple Glen Senior Living pregame show. Timberline comes into tonight's game with a 7-9 overall record, 5-5 in the SSC. The Blazers are coming off Saturday's non-conference 53-40 loss to Todd Beamer. In their last conference game on Friday, Timberline beat Central Kitsap 54-27. Shelton is 4-12 on the season, 2-8 in the conference. The Highclimbers were crushed Friday in Gig Harbor, 61-16. This is the second meeting of the season between the Blazers and the Climbers. In their first meeting on December 14th, Timberline beat Shelton 56-34. In that game, Jade Smith led the Highclimbers with 12 points. The Blazers have won the past two games over the Climbers. The last Shelton win over Timberline was 42-41 in this building on January 5th, 2018. Prior to that, the Blazers had a 10-game win streak over the Highclimbers dating back to 2008. Coming up on the Maple Glen Senior Living pregame show, we talk with Climber coach Tiffany Twitty. It's South Sound Conference girls basketball, the Timberline Blazers at the Shelton Highclimbers, next on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. There's always something happening at Maple Glen Senior Living Community in Shelton, from craft bazaars and farmers markets to art lectures and wedding receptions. This award-winning community has something for everyone. Caring staff, unbelievable meals, unmatched accommodations, and a signature dining room, all at one location, 1700 North 13th Loop in Shelton. Maple Glen is only feet away from the hospital, medical professionals, and pharmacies. Stop in for Sunday brunch or call to schedule a tour to view apartments at Maple Glen Senior Living Community in Shelton.
Ready for a swift kick of energy? Try Electro Delights Citrus Bars, formulated by mad scientists to give you boosts of superb human energy while replacing what your body loses during exercise, preventing painful muscle cramps, and revitalizing your body and mind. Each Electro Delights bar is all natural, caffeine-free, gluten-free, vegan, and packed with electrolytes. Based on a traditional Turkish delight candy recipe, they're delicious with only 55 calories. For more information and to order Electro Delights, check out electrodelights.com.
Attention Highclimber fans, the regular season is winding down and your Shelton boys are heading to the postseason. Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, would like to continue following the Highclimbers in the district tournament. However, we need your help to cover the costs to broadcast. Contact us right now and find out how you, your business, or organization can help support these student athletes by becoming a broadcast sponsor.
Neighbors help each other. It's how community works, and it's how we do business at Hood Canal Communications. We know you count on us for value-priced internet, TV, and phone service, backed by friendly local support. Your hard-earned dollars stay right here as we invest in our community, our people, and smart technology. Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected while being a good neighbor.
And welcome back to the Mini Dome, everyone. Diedrich Allen, top of the stands, across from the scorer's table, our usual position here in the Mini Dome. Quite an exciting JV game. Went into overtime, and the Climbers edged the Blazers in that JV game 42-38, I believe was the final score. I was too involved to write it down. Anyways, varsity game coming up. Did have an opportunity to talk with Shelton coach Tiffany Twitty almost 2 hours ago, actually.
Coach, not the outcome anybody wants to see from in Gig Harbor, but
No, that was a rough one.
a little bit expected.
Yeah, I mean, it was a really tough one. We were missing our 2 seniors who start, and our 2 bigs, so that definitely hurt us. We had a really hard time getting a rebound. What it came down to was pretty much every possession for them was either a bucket or they missed it 3 times, got the rebound and a bucket. We got a few steals here and there, but it was pretty rough to get a shot. So.
How are your girls going to respond tonight?
The whole game they actually stayed very positive. I mean, when you're going into that situation, having to play 4 sophomores, I mean, pretty much the whole time, they were really positive the whole game. They never got down on themselves. They kept trying. So I imagine we'll still see that tonight.
So what do you expect out of Timberline second time around?
They're a very aggressive team. They're very athletic. So I imagine we'll see that again. They're also in somewhat of a district run, so I imagine that their energy will be high. So we just have to match that, hopefully.
Anything special planned for tonight?
Nothing special, just trying to go out and, like I said, we just have to match their energy tonight is a big key, so.
Okay, Coach, I'll let you go. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Shelton coach Tiffany Quiddy. A couple hours before the game here tonight. Timberline Blazers, Shelton Highclimbers coming up next. And we'll have starting 5 for both teams in just a moment.
There's always something happening at Maple Glen Senior Living Community in Shelton. From craft bazaars and farmers markets to art lectures and wedding receptions, this award-winning community has something for everyone. Caring staff, unbelievable meals, unmatched accommodations, and a signature dining room, all at one location, 1700 North 13th Loop in Shelton. Maple Glen is only feet away from the hospital, medical professionals, and pharmacies. Stop in for Sunday brunch or call to schedule a tour to view apartments at Maple Glen Senior Living Community in Shelton.
Hey sports fans, do you want to know when and where your favorite teams in the South Sound Conference are playing, who won the game last night, and what the current standings are? Well, it's easy to find out on sscathletics.org. The information is entered by athletic directors and coaches, so you know it's accurate and up to date, making sscathletics.org the place to view official schedules, scores, standings, photos for all the schools, and all the sports in the South Sound Conference. Check out sscathletics.org, the official website of the South Sound Conference.
And we're back here at the Mini Dome just in time for the national anthem. Shelton High School Marching Band doing the honors here tonight. Let's get right into the starting lineup for the two teams. Start out with the visiting Blazers. Kaylee Abraini, 5'7" senior. Brianna Dias, a 5'5" senior. Rachel Wynn, a 5'4" senior. Zoe McDougall, a 5'8" senior, and Mia Harriet, a 5'9" senior. For the Highclimbers, a change in the lineup due to some illness and absences. Taya Gooley gets a starting nod as she has most of the season, 5'4" junior. Brianna Salazar, a sophomore, getting starting nod at 5'8". May Ping Vernon, a 5'4" sophomore. Jade Smith, a 5'5" junior. And Abigail Zanuski, a 5'7" sophomore, back at the starting lineup. So that's Abriani, Dias, Wynn, McDougall, and Harriet for the Blazers. Gooley, Salazar, Vernon, and Smith and Zanuski for the Highclimbers. We'll be back with the tip-off in just a moment here on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
There's always something happening at Maple Glen Senior Living Community in Shelton. From craft bazaars and farmers markets to art lectures and wedding receptions, this award-winning community has something for everyone. Caring staff, unbelievable meals, unmatched accommodations, and a signature dining room, all at one location, 1700 North 13th Loop in Shelton. Maple Glen is only feet away from the hospital, medical professionals, and pharmacies. Stop in for Sunday brunch or call to schedule a tour to view apartments at Maple Glen Senior Living Community in Shelton.
First time I tried biking, it was laying around my mom's house. I didn't know they'd be this addictive. I didn't know how far I'd go to get more.
Opioid dependence can happen after just 5 days. Know the truth, spread the truth.
Attention Highclimber fans, the regular season is winding down and your Shelton boys are heading to the postseason. Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, would like to continue following the Highclimbers in the district tournament. However, we need your help to cover the costs to broadcast. Contact us right now and find out how you, your business, or organization can help support these student athletes by becoming a broadcast sponsor.
Waiting for the tip-off here between the Lady Blazers and the Lady Highclimbers in the Mini Dome tonight. Got Harriet for the Blazers in the center circle. The Blazers will be in the dark green uniforms. The Highclimbers in the white. Salazar will step into center circle for the Highclimbers. 5'9" versus 5'8". Here we go. Tip is actually tapped to the Blazers, and a pull-up jumper that rimming off by Dias. And here comes Salazar going the other way. Put it up a little too hard. Rebound by Abriani. And there's going to be a foul early on Highclimbers. That one on Zanuski, her first. So it's Blazer ball in the backcourt. Just underway here in the Mini Dome. Dias driving into the paint. Nice extra pass. Not able to handle it was McDougall. And she'll track it down in the corner. Throw it up top, and a near steal by Salazar. And they're going to say it actually went off of Abriani. The first turnover for the Blazers. Taya Gooley will inbounds it. Need some help here. Just get it into Vernon. May Ping will bring it across. Stop between the circles. Trying to get a backdoor cut, and she threw it away. First turnover on the Highclimbers. And here comes a win for the Blazers. Dias one-hands it over. Abriana, three in the corner. That rimmed out. Rebound goes to Gooley for Shelton. Quickly up to Salazar running the court. She'll stop and pop, come up short. And it goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Highclimbers. Baseline inbounds. Vernon will trigger the play. Inbounds to Smith. She'll catch and shoot a three and hit. That's the way you get Jade busy early, and they're falling early for her. It gets her confidence up. Here comes Dias into the paint. Little runner off the glass and in. Brianna with the first basket for Timberline, and it's a 3-2 game. Shelton with a 1-point lead here early on. Vernon with it in backcourt. It's up to Gooley. Ooh, nearly picked at the move at the midcourt. Back door to Salazar. Brianna extra pass. That's Zanuski back to Salazar. Her jumper on the side of the paint fell off. Rebound pulled down by the Blazers. And here comes Wynn. Falls free at midcourt. Gooley goes down to the floor to get it. You're going to have a foul on Rachel Wynn, her team's first. Could call that either way, foul on Wynn or a travel on Gooley. But it's Highclimber ball. Sideline right, inbounds right in front of the scorer's table. Vernon gets it into Gooley. Taya hands it off to Smith. Smith between the circles over to Vernon. Vernon gets a screen from Smith, drives to near the foul line. Kick it to Salazar. Salazar on the three-point arc. That's short. Rebound pulled down by Abriani. And here she comes. Oh, she threw it up and it's deflected by the Highclimbers out of bounds. It'll be Blazer ball. Baseline inbounds. Kaylee Abriani will inbounds it from the right of the backboard. Bounce it right in, and that was to McDougal. Foul going to the hoop. Foul's going on Brianna Salazar, her first. Second team foul on the Highclimbers, and Zoe McDougal at the free throw line for 2 free throws. First rimmed off. Should get one more. Went back and checked in last year, the game that I mentioned in the opening, the last Highclimber win over the Blazers. So more than a year ago, free throw goes in for the second one. Came down to the last seconds, and Katie Johnson for Shelton hit a three-pointer to seal the win, just barely actually. Smith with the ball for Highclimbers. Up top it goes to Vernon. Over to Gooley. Gooley will take a three. Short rebound, Abriani. Kaylee tried to feed it up court to Dias, out of bounds. It's a 3-3 ball game. 5:27 to go. Referee's pushing Smith over to the backcourt inbounds. Baseline. Gooley throws it up to Salazar and to fight for it. The ball goes to the Highclimbers. Zanuski should get it to Smith. It's deflected and stolen away. Here comes Dias for the Blazers. Over to Wynn, back to Dias. High post feed, quick pass out to Abriani for 3. That rims off. Nice rebound and put back by Harriet. Gives the Blazers a 2-point lead. Oh, and a steal on the inbounds. Harriet, jumper on the baseline. Oop, just a little short. Almost had the rebound again. Oh, an outlet, another steal. Harriet with the putback. No. And a fight for it. That'll be a foul on the Highclimbers for all that. Oh, it will not be a foul on the Highclimbers. It'll be a foul on Harriet. 2 fouls on each team, I believe. Ariana Bush into the ballgame for the first time tonight for the Blazers, as is Kylan Powell for the Highclimbers. She has the ball. Kylan one-hands it over to Salazar in the corner near side. Back to Powell, can't handle the pass, ball's free. Oh, I just think there's a jump ball called, and I think Powell twice, the Highclimbers got away with a travel. It'll stay with the Highclimbers, trailing by 2, 4:24 to go, first quarter. Baseline inbounds for Shelton. May Ping Vernon will trigger the play. In early in the corner. Lob it up to Gooley near midcourt. Finds Powell and a steal by Wynn. It's Harriet with the ball. Harriet's going to be bumped and fouled. And third team foul on the Highclimbers. I think it's either on Vernon or Smith, and they're not posting it on the board. So baseline or sideline inbounds into the corner to Taylor Grantham, who checked into the ball game, and there's an offensive foul on Grantham. Picks up her first foul. I'm going to say the last Shelton foul is on Mei Ping. Inbounds goes to Gooley. Gooley guarded by Bush. It's a screen crossing midcourt. Working beyond the three-point arc, opposite side. Bounce it to Smith for three in the corner. His second free in the ball game for Jade. And it's a 1-point lead for the Highclimbers. Midway and under 4 minutes to go here in the first quarter. McDougal with the ball, cross court, picked off by Vernon. And I think Vernon got away with a double lineup. They're going to call the double dribble on that. So get turnover to turnover. So 4 turnovers on Timberline, 5 on Shelton. Baseline inbounds for the Blazers. Grantham will trigger the play left of the backboard. Gets it in to Dias. Dias to the foul line. Stops, pops. Missed it. Rebound, Kylan Powell for Shelton. Kylan, a little ill tonight, but she's back in there. Gooley, 3 in the wing. That rims off. Rebound goes right to on a bounce to Bush. And there's going to be a foul on the Highclimbers, I believe. That was knocked out. Up they got to have a foul on Taya Gooley. That's her fourth team foul. And there's some confusion. And get the call right to Paul over there at the scorer's table. The foul on the Highclimbers, Taya Gooley. Blazer ball. Dias will bring it up the court, cross midcourt, go over to the left, the right. Stop to Bush, down low to Harriet. Draws a triple team, put it up through the foul. I think they're going to get Kylan Powell with that one. And they did. That's Kylan's first. And Mia Harriet at the free throw line, 2 points here early. Shelton up 1 at this point. 3:15 to go first quarter. Mia Harriet at the free throw line for Timberline. First one, a little too much oomph on that one. Carly Thompson steps back onto the court for the first time for Shelton, and Mei Ping Vernon will sit down. Here's Harriet's second free throw. Short. Rebound. Kylan Powell knocked it out, but they're going to say it went off of, let's see here. Jasa Brandis is in. We have a timeout on the floor. 3:15 to go here. First quarter. It's on the Blazers. I think we'll just keep it right here. I was talking about the last time that I broadcast a Shelton and Timberline girls game. It came down to the wire, as I mentioned, and Katie Johnson had a three-pointer, I think with 5 seconds to go to put the Highclimbers up by 1. Katie graduated, and she's actually in the building, along with Jasmine Guy, one of her running mates in that last team. Emily Freeman is also in the building. He's a former Highclimber boys player as well as North Mason. Carly Thompson has the ball. She'll throw it up to Smith. Jade will get it down to Salazar. Brianna turns around, finds a trailer. That's Gooley. Gooley on the dribble, finds Kylan Powell. Couple of dribbles. Going to lob it down to Gooley, out of bounds. It's going to go off of Dias. Got a finger on it. It'll be Climber ball. Baseline inbounds right of the backboard. Thompson triggers the play into Powell, knocked away. Harriet on over her top and knocking it out. Thompson in the corner to Gooley. Gooley for 3. Yes. So It's a 4-point lead for the High Climbers. Grantham over to Dias. Side of the paint stolen away by Carly Thompson. She'll get it to Kylan Powell. It's deflected and nearly stolen in midcourt. Powell comes away with it. To the foul line, kick it to Gooley, corner, or wing three. No, rebound, Brianna Salazar, fadeaway hook, almost fell in, rebound Harriet. Mio bounce it over to Bush. Ariana coming back the other way, into Grantham in the corner. Up top to Dias. She'll spread the floor over, throw it over to Grantham. High post feed to Harriet, turnaround elbow jumper fell off. Rebound goes to Kylan Powell. She gets center of the court to Salazar. Salazar to the foul line, hesitates, drives to the baseline, lost the handle on the ball. And that'll be 7 turnovers on the High Climbers. Avari Anger into the ball game for the Blazers, and Rachel Wynn returns for Timberline as well. 1:47 to go, first quarter, 4-point lead for the High Climbers, 9-5. Brianna Dias with the ball for Timberline. Over goes to Wynn. Wynn into the corner. Quick pass down low, putting that up and missing the shot was Anger, but she did draw the foul. A new person out there. Who was that? Well, that was Brandis. A 16 foul. I can say that went on Jade Smith. It's her first. At the free throw line for 2 free throws. Avari Anger hit the first one. She'll get one more. $1:35 to go, first quarter. An air ball there. That'll be Climber ball, missed free throw. With a 3-point lead. Taya Gooley with it to Thompson. Carly will one-hand it up to Smith. Smith lob it to the cutter. That's Kylan Powell. Put it up, missed the shot, but drew the foul. Be the 4th team foul on the Blazers. I think that'll go on Jasa Brandis, her first. At the free throw line for Shelton is Kylan Powell. First of 2. Got the first one, should get one more. Second free throw in and out. Rebound goes to Bush. And they're going to say a hook elbow on Bush, and Bush doesn't believe that. It's the 5th team foul. Abigail Zanuski back at the ball game. Brianna Salazar will sit down for Shelton. Brandish picked up her. No, it's Bush. That was on Bush. That's right. It's her first. Bush picked up her first. Baseline inbounds for the High Climbers. Thompson will bounce it into Kylan Powell. Draws a double team, puts it up and in, but nope. They're going to call that an offensive foul. Not a surprising call. That'll be the second on Kylan, and the 7th on Shelton. 17 foul, that is. Wynn will bring it up for Timberline. Finds Bush between the circles, and a steal by Thompson. Lob it to the front court, and Bush will knock it off of, well, she'll try to save it inbounds. It spins out of bounds. It'll be High Climber ball, baseline inbounds. Left of the backboard, Thompson will trigger the play. Shooters in the corner, Smith in the far one. Gooley in the near one, and Kylan Powell gets the inbounds, and she spins to the bucket, but that spin, too many steps. And that is the 9th turnover on Shelton. They made a substitution as Kylan Powell sit down. Brianna Salazar back in. Here come the Blazers. Win. Over to Dias. Dias bounces it over near side. The Brandish finds Anger. Anger ended up trying to make a move. Took too many steps. That's 7 turnovers on the Blazers. Kylan Powell back into the ball game. Tay Gooley will sit down. Powell has the ball back court. Behind the back dribble to the top of the key. Swings it over to the elbow. Finds Smith up top. Smith will turn off the dribble and hit a 3. That's her 3rd 3 in the quarter. And it's 13-6. 7-point lead for the Highclimbers. Their largest of the night. Win. Throws over to Dias. Dias into the corner to Brandish. Side of the paint to Bush, and they're going to get Kylan Powell for her 3rd personal foul. Wow. That's 3 on Kylan, and it's the first quarter. So it's Blazer baseline inbounds. Mei Ping Vernon will step back in. It's 1-1 for Ariana Bush. 26.4 seconds to go first quarter. 7-point lead for the Highclimbers. Blazers Bush at the free throw line with the first of a 1-1. She got the first one. She'll get one more. Okay. Second free throw by Ariana Bush. That one rimmed off. Rebound goes to Anger right to the hoop. Salazar with a block, but Bush comes up with a putback, and she'll get a basket on that one. 4-point lead. Salazar center of the court, crossing midcourt now. On the inbounds, found Smith. Smith trying to find some hole to shoot on. Finds Vernon up top. Mei Ping lost the handle on the ball out of bounds. That, they say, goes off of the Blazers. 4.4 seconds to go in the first quarter. 4-point lead for the Highclimbers. They have a baseline inbounds. Left of the backboard. Vernon will trigger the play. Gets it in to Zanuski. She missed the shot, and the quarter will run out on the Blazers off the rebound. But after one, Shelton up 13-9.
There's so many great things about life in Mason County, and Hood Canal Communications is proud to be one more. Headquartered in Union, we offer the speed and reliability your family needs, backed by hometown service and support. Whether you need to just check email or power all those Wi-Fi devices around your home, HCC has the right package for you. Stop by one of our friendly offices, call, or visit hcc.net to learn more. Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected.
Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is the only media outlet in Mason County providing live broadcasts of high school basketball. Join us Friday as the Shelton girls host North Thurston in the South Sound Conference Battle. Tip-off in the Mini Dome is at 7, only on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Back at the Mini Dome. 13-9 after one quarter, heading to the second quarter. The Highclimbers have Gooley, Salazar, Vernon, Zanuski, and Smith on the court. The Blazers will come out with the ball. They have Dias, Brandis, Wynn. Let's see here, McDougal, and where is the fifth? Oh, there's Harriet. Okay, I didn't see her there. Dias with the ball near side. Throws it up top to Brandish. Over to Wynn, far side now. Highclimbers in a zone. Dias with it. Back over to Wynn. To McDougal. Side of the paint to Harriet. Harriet turn around on the box. Missed it. Rebound. Dias is going to miss the putback, but draw the foul on the Highclimbers, and it's 8 team fouls on Shelton. Still 1-1. And that'll be on Vernon. That's her first. First free throw rims off. Rebound. Harriet had it, taps it in. Zanuski comes away with it. And here comes Gooley. Taya throws it high post to Salazar. Going to leave it there. Tapped on an ill-advised pass, but Gooley comes away with it. Looking for Smith. They'll find Vernon. Vernon handed off to Smith. Smith on the dribbles. Stops, turns, shoots a three. That one rimmed off. Rebound pulled down by McDougal. And here comes Wynn for the Blazers. Wynn, high post feed to McDougal at the elbow. Turns and shoots, misses a shot. Harriet with a rebound and the putback. It drops in, but no foul. Lead is now 2 for Shelton. Gooley crosses midcourt far side. Guarded by Wynn. Stops on the dribble, looks for Smith. Finds Smith on the dribble. Jade will hand it off to Gooley. And Taya will dribble drive to the foul line. Hand it off to Vernon. Vernon fakes the three, got away with a walk. Pity pass, a dribble down the side of the paint. Stops in the paint. Throw it to Salazar, but McDougal with a pick. And here comes Dias. Dias goes to the hole, puts it up, missed the shot. Rebound, Salazar for Shelton. Comes Brianna the other way. Had it knocked out of her hands. So it's a high climber baseline inbounds right at the backboard. Vernon will trigger the play. Smith in the near corner. Gooley gets it. Actually, Vernon got it into Salazar. Finds Gooley beyond a three-point arc. Looking for Zanussi. Going to drive to the box, lay it off the glass. Missed it, but they're going to call a travel on Taya. That's 11 turnovers on the Highclimbers. 6:10 to go in the half. 2-point lead for Shelton. Timberline with the ball. Wynn gets it in from Dias, and here comes Rachel. Near side, Brandis. Gets the ball back, gets down to Harriet on the baseline. Extra pass down to McDougal, off the glass, no. Got her own rebound, had it slapped out of her hands by Zanussi, out of bounds. It'll stay with the Blazers. Kaylee Abriani back into the ball game for the Blazers. And Brandis will sit down. Shooters in each corner. Inbounds goes to Dias. She'll dribble around, set to play for the Blazers. Gets it back. Stops and pops at the three. Gets it. Dias with her first three, 5 points, and a 1-point lead for the Blazers. And a timeout has been called. It's full. We'll step aside. 5:36 to go in the half. 1-point lead for the Blazers.
Ready for a swift kick of energy? Try Electro Delight Citrus Bars, formulated by mad scientists to give you boosts of superb human energy while replacing what your body loses during exercise, preventing painful muscle cramps, and revitalizing your body and mind. Each Electro Delights bar is all natural, caffeine-free, gluten-free, vegan, and packed with electrolytes. Based on a traditional Turkish delight candy recipe, they're delicious with only 55 calories. For more information and to order Electro Delights, check out electrodelights.com.
Back at the Mini Dome. Timberline Blazers have a 1-point lead. They have been down by as many as 7. And they lead for the second time tonight. Highclimbers will have the ball. Coming out of the timeout. Zanussi, Salazar, Vernon, Smith, and Gooley. Blazers are out there with Harriet, Wynn, Dias, Abriana, and McDougal. Inbounds to Gooley. Center of the court now to Salazar. Salazar up to Zanussi, down to Smith. One dribble up and off the mark. Rebound Harriet for the Blazers. And then she lost the ball out of bounds, unfortunately for Mia. And I have 9 turnovers on Timberline. Baseline inbounds for the Highclimbers. Vernon will trigger the play. Inbounds to Smith. She'll turn, face the basket, throw it up to Zanussi. Finds Salazar at the elbow. Brianna will dribble right to the hoop. Nice move, puts it up, missed a shot. But she'll go to the line on the 6th team foul on the Blazers. And that will go on McDougal, Zoe's first. The reason I said it was a nice move is Salazar went low with the dribble to avoid the defense and split the double team. Brianna's first free throw rims off. She'll get one more. Carly Thompson back in the ball game. Smith will be sitting down for Shelton. Brianna Salazar trying to tie the game here. 5:17 to go in the second quarter. Missed up, it dropped in. I thought it was going to drop out, but she got it. It's her first point of the night. 14 all here, the 5:16 mark. Here comes Wynn, center of the court. Swing it over near side, Dias. Up to Abriana, back to Dias. Up top to Wynn. Wynn a couple of dribbles to get some space, throws it over to Abriana. Harriet in the paint, missed the shot. Carly Thompson with the rebound, and here come the Highclimbers. Carly draws splits actually a double team, but should throw it right into the middle of the court, and Abriana is waiting there. She's going to drive with the back of the basket, draws a triple team to Harriet, out to Wynn, fakes the three, steps back and sets the play. Swing it over to Dias, she'll take a three. That one rims off. Salazar with a rebound. Hand it off in traffic to Gooley. Gooley get it over to Vernon, to Zanuski. Finds Gooley at the top, takes the three. Missed that one wildly. The rebound pulled down by McDougal, finds Wynn. Here come the Blazers. One hands it to McDougal. McDougal to the bucket, up and in. 2-point lead for the Blazers. Carly Thompson one hands it all the way up to the near court and it's stolen away. Wynn to Harriet. Harriet extra pass to Dias. Dias off the glass and in. Got 7 points for Rayanna. Carly Thompson one hands it again. It's deflected by Harriet. And the ball comes to the Blazers. Extra pass down. Dias to the hoop and in. Off the turnover. And I have 14 turnovers on Shelton. Zanuski center of the court. Trying to go the other way to the foul line to the hoop. Nobody with a scoop. Abigail with her first basket of the evening. It's a 4-point lead for the Blazers. Here comes a Wynn. Wynn turns around and sets the offense. High post feed to Harriet, out to Abriana, back to Wynn. To Harriet. Harriet draws a foul on Vernon. Will be 2 on May Ping. Goodness. Smith and Powell getting ready to check in for the Highclimbers. As Mia Harriet is back at the free throw line. She has 2 free throws. As the Highclimbers now at the double bonus. First one off the mark. So Salazar and Zanuski will sit down for the Highclimbers. McDougal is out for the Blazers. Checking in is Ariana Bush. Mia Harriet, second free throw. That one rimmed off. I'm going to say a lane violation on the Highclimbers. So Harriet will get another shot at this. There were a lot of lane violations called in the JV game, just so you know. And Harriet gets one for 5 points, and that is the lead for the Blazers. Powell to Thompson. Carly spinning to the outside. Throws it down low to Smith. Saves it in bounds. It goes to Abriana. Up to Dias. Dias extra pass to Harriet over her head out of bounds. Just trade turnovers here. And a timeout has been called. It's a 30. And we'll keep it right here. So by my count, I have 15 turnovers on Shelton and 10 on the Blazers. 21 to 16 is their score, second quarter action. If you're interested in the boys game, you can find the game on soundsportsnet.com. My buddy JJ over there at Sound Sports. A little audio play-by-play for that game on soundsportsnet.com. Highclimber ball coming out of the timeout. Carly Thompson will inbound it from the backcourt baseline. Under 3 minutes to go here in the half. 5-point lead for the Blazers. There's Vernon crossing midcourt. trying to go to the bucket, draws the foul on the Blazers. It's their 7th team foul. Personal foul will go on Kaylee Abriani, her first. It's at the free throw line for the Highclimbers. Mei Ping Brennan. Trying to get her first point of the night. She does. Brianna Salazar getting set to check in for the Highclimbers, the scorer's table. Mei Ping's second free throw, high arc and in, nothing but net. Give her 2 points, and it's a 3-point lead for the Blazers. Wynn will get the inbounds from Harriet, and Wynn will bring it up. Throw it over to Dias, to Bush on the baseline, far side. Up top, but it's picked off by Gooley. Taya lets the pack go by, throws it over to Smith. Smith to the three-point arc, way outside for three. That's an air ball out of bounds. Two and a half minutes to go in the half. 21-18 is our score. Timberline with the lead in the ball. Here is Rihanna Dias. Over to Abriana. Then to Wynn. Over to Dias. To Bush in the corner far side. She'll drive baseline. Draws a double team, bangs bodies. Gonna draw the foul on Kylan Powell. And that'll be 4 on Kylan, if it is on her. Nope, it actually went on Brianna Salazar's 2. So Bush at the free throw line. She's 1 for 2 at the free throw line. Has 2 shots coming, and so far has 3. Make it, no, stays 3, in and out on the free throw. She'll get 1 more. 2:13 to go here in the half. 21-18 is our score. Timberline on top. Second free throw by Bush goes in, give her 4 points. And it's a 4-point lead for the Blazers. Kylan Powell has the ball, throws it up to Taya Gooley. Taya up to Kylan Powell, and tied up by Harriet. Jump ball, that'll stay with the Highclimbers. The sideline inbounds, near side, foul line extended for the Highclimbers. Carly Thompson will trigger the play. Smith in the near corner. Gooley cuts to the basket, gets the inbounds, throws it up, missed the shot, rebound. Harriet had it, lost it. Smith comes away with it and knocks it out of her hands by Harriet. Harriet has it now. And Salazar with the rebound, or the pick. She'll stop and pop, and she'll put up an air ball out of bounds. So 4-point lead for the Blazers. 1:45 to go in the half. Timberline has the ball. Dias dribbles up, throws over to Wynn. Wynn fakes the 3, dribbles up top, throws it to Abriana. Now to Dias. Back to Wynn. Over to Abriana for 3. Rims off, rebound Powell for the Highclimbers. Kylan surveys the court, throws it up to Carly Thompson to the hoop. Avoids the defense but blew the layup. Rebound goes to Wynn. What a nice move going to the hoop. Put it up, missed the shot. Rebound goes to Carly Thompson. Wynn with a nice move to avoid the defense. Here's Powell to Gooley. Gooley will leave it there at the half court to Powell. Powell looking for a backdoor cutter. Bounces it to the high post, and Brianna Salazar, she'll dribble around, lose the handle out of bounds. But it goes off of I think it went off of Bush's foot. Stay with the Highclimbers, 54.7 seconds to go in the half. Every anger back in the ball game for the Blazers. Carly Thompson triggered the baseline inbounds from the right of the backboard. Looking for Gooley. She'll lob it up top to Powell. Powell fakes the 3. Drives in, spins to the middle, a little double pumper. Oh, it dropped in and the foul. Kylan missed the last game due to illness from the coach. And Bush picked up her, I have her down for 2 fouls. Scoreboard says 1. Powell at a possible 3-point play. Got it. Give her 4 points tonight, and it's a 1-point lead for the Blazers. 49.4 seconds to go in the half. 22-21. Here comes Wynn. Over to Abriani. To Dias between the circles. Back to Abriani. Looking for Bush, and he'll get it back to Wynn. Rachel back to Abriani. And now back to Wynn. Over to Abriana, to Bush in the baseline. She'll drive baseline to the box, put it up short, miss the shot. Rebound goes to Salazar, and here come the Highclimbers. Looking to take the lead. Brianna lost the handle. Ball comes away. Wynn has it. Throws it to Dias. Dias to Wynn. Ooh, she thought about a three. Over to Abriani. Back to Wynn. Set the play. To Wynn with 5 seconds. Finds Dias. Dias, nice spin at the three-point arc. Put it up short, and the quarter will run out with Timberline up 22-21 at the break. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back with the Maple Glen Senior Living halftime show in just a moment. Here on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. It's halftime.
There's always something happening at Maple Glen Senior Living Community in Shelton. From craft bazaars and farmers markets to art lectures and wedding receptions, this award-winning community has something for everyone. Caring staff, unbelievable meals, unmatched accommodations, and a signature dining room, all at one location, 1700 North 13th Loop in Shelton. Maple Glen is only feet away from the hospital, medical professionals, and pharmacies. Stop in for Sunday brunch or call to schedule a tour to view apartments at Maple Glen Senior Living Community in Shelton.
Here's a quick quiz to get quick help when you call 911. Should you answer all operators' questions about your emergency and location? Should you stay on the line? Should you listen to information about how to help yourself? 911 gets thousands of calls each day. Operators are trained to ask questions so the right type of help is sent to each emergency. Always answer questions and listen to instructions. Never hang up. Help 911 help you.
Eva Marie smoked 12,000 packs of cigarettes over 15 years. She quit, and now there's a new lung cancer screening that could save her life. You stopped smoking. Now start screening. No matter how much you smoked, early detection could save you. Talk to your doctor or learn more at savedbythescan.org.
Halftime in the Mini Dome. Timberline Lady Blazers leading the Shelton Lady Highclimbers 22-21. Leading the score for Timberline, Rihanna Dias. She has 7 points. 5 for Mia Harriet. 4 for Ariana Bush. 3 for Zoe McDougall. And a point for Avery Anger. I don't know why I'm having trouble with her name tonight. For the Highclimbers, Jade Smith hit 3 threes in the first quarter, leads all scorers at this point with 9 points. Let's see here, Kylan Powell has 4.5. 3 for Taya Gooley. 2 apiece for Abigail Zanuski and Mei-Ping Vernon. And a point for Brianna Salazar. Highclimbers did lead by 7 in the first quarter. Blazers came back to lead by 6 in the second. And then the Highclimbers closed that to that 22-21 halftime score. We will take another timeout. We'll come back and we'll talk about turnovers and fouls. That's next here on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
There's always something happening at Maple Glen Senior Living Community in Shelton, from craft bazaars and farmers markets to art lectures and wedding receptions. This award-winning community has something for everyone. Caring staff, unbelievable meals, unmatched accommodations, and a signature dining room, all at one location, 1700 North 13th Loop in Shelton. Maple Glen is only feet away from the hospital, medical professionals, and pharmacies. Stop in for Sunday brunch or call to schedule a tour to view apartments at Maple Glen Senior Living Community in Shelton.
Look at you. You're at the top of your game. You're unstoppable. Nothing can throw you off track. Wait, is that your car? Uh-oh. Yeah, I saw that coming. That will throw you off track. You're looking at around 10 grand in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Let's try this again. Smart move. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Attention Highclimber fans, the regular season is winding down and your Shelton boys are heading to the postseason. Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, would like to continue following the Highclimbers in the district tournament. However, we need your help to cover the costs to broadcast. Contact us right now and find out how you, your business, or organization can help support these student athletes by becoming a broadcast sponsor.
Back at the Mini Dome, 22-21 halftime score with the Lady Blazers leading the Shelton Lady Highclimbers. Talked about the turnovers and fouls. The Shelton Highclimbers, 16 turnovers by my count in the first half. The Blazers have a dozen. Unfortunately, there's a lot of back and forth, a lot of turnover. But the Blazers were able to come back because of those turnovers. Now, foul trouble, I have Kylan Powell with 3 personal fouls. May Ping Vernon and Brianna Salazar I have down for 2. Now, the scoreboard posted only 1 on May Ping. So we'll have to keep an eye on that as the game goes on. No real foul issues for the Blazers. Abriana, Brandis, Wynn, Bush, McDougall, Grantham, and Harriet. Just a foul each. And so the Blazers in pretty good shape going down the stretch. Third quarter coming up. So far it's been a good one, 22-21. Timberline on top at the break. We'll be right back.
There's always something happening at Maple Glen Senior Living Community in Shelton, from craft bazaars and farmers markets to art lectures and wedding receptions. This award-winning community has something for everyone. Caring staff, unbelievable meals, unmatched accommodations, and a signature dining room, all at one location, 1700 North 13th Loop in Shelton. Maple Glen is only feet away from the hospital, medical professionals, and pharmacies. Stop in for Sunday brunch or call to schedule a tour to view apartments at Maple Glen Senior Living Community in Shelton.
Hey sports fans, do you want to know when and where your favorite teams in the Olympic League are playing? Who won the game last night? And what the current standings are? Well, it's easy to find out on olympicleague.com. The information is entered by athletic directors and coaches, so you know it's accurate and up to date, making olympicleague.com the place to view official schedules, scores, standings, photos for all the schools and all the sports in the Olympic League. Check out olympicleague.com, the official website of the Olympic League.
Attention Highclimber fans, the regular season is winding down and your Shelton boys are heading to the postseason. Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, would like to continue following the Highclimbers in the district tournament. However, we need your help to cover the costs to broadcast. Contact us right now and find out how you, your business, or organization can help support these student athletes by becoming a broadcast sponsor.
I lost my mother to a drunk driver. She taught me to be kind and good and strong. Be a positive force in a sometimes cruel world. I want to do everything I can to keep Washington a beautiful place. For my children, for your children. Become a Washington State Trooper.
Well, waiting for the start of that third quarter. Blazers will have the ball coming out. They have McDougal, Harriet, Dias, Wynn, and Abriani, excuse me. She has the ball near side, back to Wynn. Wynn over far side, Dias over to Abriani. To Wynn. I'm sorry, that's Abriani. That's Dias. Now there's Wynn. Abriani. Highclimbers in a 2-1-2 zone. 3 on the way by Abriani. Missed it. Dias with the rebound. Her putback off the drive doesn't fall. Rebound on the second time. It goes to McDougal. She draws the foul on the Highclimbers. 2 shots coming for McDougal. And that will go, a foul will go on Abigail Zanuski, her second. Zoe McDougal at the free throw line, 1 for 2. Has 3 points so far tonight. Give her 4 points. 2-point lead now for the Blazers. Next free throw. Up and in. So it's a 3-point lead for the Blazers, 24-21. High climber lineup is Vernon Gooley, Salazar Smith, let's see here, Zanuski. Salazar back to Vernon. Vernon dribbles out, finds Gooley. Bounce it over to Salazar. Smith's out there as well, I didn't say that. High post feed to Zanuski. Abigail tried to bounce it down low. Ball ping pongs around and it goes over to Harriet. And she'll find Wynn. Wynn on the run the other way. Throw it to Dias. Dias to the hoop. Up and in. Off the 17th turnover on the Highclimbers. Zanuski quickly the other way. Throw it over to Salazar. Salazar had it stolen by Harriet. And here comes Wynn. Wynn, nice ball fake to the hoop. It dropped in. It's Rachel's first basket of the night. And the lead is 7. Largest of the night for the Blazers. Vernon, another turnover. Dias with a little pull-up jumper. And it's a 9-point lead for the Blazers. Their largest of the evening. Gooley slows the pace down, finds Vernon. High post feed to Zanuski, out to Vernon. Vernon, long 2, no. Rebound tapped out by Abiani. Powell and Thompson will step back onto the court for the Highclimbers. Zanuski and Salazar will sit down. Shooters in the corner, baseline inbound. Vernon gets it into Gooley, came out of the corner. Gooley throws it over to Smith. One dribble to Carly Thompson. Carly drives side of the paint, kick to Vernon. Vernon just inside the arc. Avoids the defense off the dribble, missed the shot with 2 on the shot clock. Rebound goes to Abiani. She'll find Wynn. Wynn tie with the key over to Abiani. Cross court it goes to Dias. To Wynn. To Abiani. Over to Wynn. Back over to Dias. It's a screen from Harriet. Stops, pops. Missed it. Rebound Powell for the Highclimbers. Kylan. Speeds to 3-point arc side of the paint. Stops inside the paint. Put it up and in. 6 points for Kylan. comes Wynn the other way. Over to Dias. Dias gets a screen to the foul line. Use it for Harriet, and an extra pass over to Abiani for 3. Missed that one. Carly Thompson had the rebound, lost it, but it rolled into the hands of Powell. Powell the other way quickly up to Smith. Stops, pops for 3 in transition. Missed it. Rebound to Harriet. Finds Wynn. Wynn between the circles, setting the play with a 7-point Blazer lead. Abiani with it to Dias. Dias swing it over to Wynn. Wynn for 3. Rims off, rebound Smith for the Highclimbers. Finds Vernon, here come the Highclimbers. May Ping with it. Over to Powell. To Gooley, fakes the 3, drives baseline. Cut off by Harriet. Nice defense. Side of the paint to Powell. Kick it to Thompson, step back beyond the arc. Dribble to the foul line, kick it to Gooley. Back to Thompson, 10 on the shot clock. Vernon over to Gooley. Gooley for 3. Yes. Taya's second 3 of the night, 6 points for her. Lead is 4 for the Blazers. Here comes Wynn. Throws over to Abiani. Gets a screen. Over to Dias. Dias dribbles to the top, to the foul line. Runner in the paint, short. Rebound goes to McDougal. Her putback goes in. Zoe with 7 points. Lead back up to 6. Powell with the ball for the Highclimbers in front court. Bounce it over to Gooley. Taya bounce it to Powell. Powell drives side of the paint, jumps into the middle, dropped it. I didn't off the Euro step there, up and in. And it leads 4 for the Blazers. 8 points for Kyland. I think she got away with a walk there. Wynn throws it over to Dias. Dias drives the foul line, leaves it to the top to Abiani. Abiani spins to a double team, lost the handle on the ball, gets it to Harriet, but they all go to the floor. Harriet rolls it out to Dias. We're going to call a travel on Harriet, and that's the 13th turnover on the Blazers. Harriet will sit down, so does Abiani. Bush and Grantham back in for the Blazers. Shelton with the ball, Blazers with the lead. Carly Thompson with it, throws it across court to Vernon. May Ping, bounce it up to Gooley. Good defense by Wynn. Gooley for 3 at the top, that's short. Powell with a one-hand rebound, lost the handle on it, goes to the knees to get it. And jump ball is called. That'll stay with the Highclimbers. Baseline inbounds for Shelton. Vernon will trigger the play. Left of the backboard. Got to get it in. Finds Thompson. Thompson turns around and dribbles up top. Throws it over to Vernon. Working the far side. Now to Powell. Powell the drive to the foul line. Stops. Bounce it down to Smith under the bucket, too far under the bucket, but they're going to get a foul on, I think they're going to get it on Bush. We'll see. 2 shots coming for Smith. It does. I have Bush down for 2 personals. First team foul on the Blazers. Jade Smith at the free throw line. She's been quiet since the first quarter. That's her first point since the first quarter. Gave her 10 points. Abigail Zanuski checking in. May Ping, Vernon sitting down. So it's Thompson, Gooley, Smith, Powell, and Zanuski on the court for Shelton. Smith's second free throw sneaks in. Give her 11 points. 2-point lead for the Blazers. Wynn with the ball, center of the court. Top of the key. Stops on the dribble. Throws it over to Dias. Dias, the pass in the middle, deflected. Carly Thompson comes away with it. Here come the Highclimbers. Thompson throws it over to Smith. Smith steps back beyond the 3-point arc to Thompson, setting the play. Finds Zanuski. Quick tap pass out and a turnover right back to the Blazers. 20 turnovers by my count on the Highclimbers. Harriet back in the ball game. Anger is going to step on as well. And Brandis in for the Blazers. So it's Grantham, Dias, Anger, Harriet, and Brandis on the court for Timberline. Dias will bring the ball up the court. Swing it over to Grantham. finds Brandis. Near side, Dias. Beyond the three-point arc, looking for Harriet. Finds Grantham. And a travel on Grantham. By 15 turnovers on the Blazers. Taya Gooley gets the inbounds pass for the Highclimbers. Throws it over to Smith. Smith left alone, takes a three, partially blocked. Rebound goes to Grantham. Grantham trapped in backcourt, finds Dias. Dias avoids the lunging Smith, brings it up to the foul line, bounce to the baseline. That's Anger, extra pass down. Quick pass to Harriet. Harriet to the hoop, and off the glass and in. Mia has 7 points. 4-point lead for Timberline. 1:14 to go in the third. Thompson to Smith in the corner. Back to Thompson. High post feed, extra pass out to Powell. Eyes the hoop for three. Takes the shot, missed it. Carly Thompson with the rebound and the putback. 2-point lead for the Blazers. Dias swings it over to Grantham. Grantham, bothered by Thompson, finds Brandis. Brandis to Dias near side. Looking for Grantham, finds Grantham up top. Over goes to Brandis. Brandis beyond the three-point arc, left alone. Then Thompson comes in and covers it up. Bounces it to Harriet. Harriet's going to go with a pass over to Grantham. Grantham for three. That's short. Rebound goes to Powell. Looks the floor over, throws it up to Thompson. Thompson has a one-on-one with Grantham. Stops on the box. Got away with a little shuffle. Put it up and in. 4 points for Carly. And on the inbounds, we have a turnover or a timeout? Timeout. Okay, 23.3 seconds to go in the third quarter. Full timeout called.
Ready for a swift kick of energy? Try Electro Delight Citrus Bars, formulated by mad scientists to give you boosts of superb human energy while replacing what your body loses during exercise, preventing painful muscle cramps, and revitalizing your body and mind. Each Electro Delights bar is all natural, caffeine-free, gluten-free, vegan, and packed with electrolytes. Based on a traditional Turkish delight candy recipe, they're delicious with only 55 calories. For more information and to order Electro Delights, check out electrodelights.com.
Back at the mini dome, 34-34 is our score. Just about 20 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Should be Blazer ball coming out of the timeout after the Highclimbers came back from 9 down here in the third to tie the ball game. Highclimbers come out of the timeout with Thompson, Gooley, Salazar, Powell, and Zanuski. The Blazers have Harriet, Grantham, Anger, Brandish, and Dias, who has the ball. Dias near side to Grantham. Grantham puts it on the floor, dribbles up top. Steal by Powell. Powell one-on-one with Dias, and they both go spilling to the floor under the hoop. Foul called on the Blazers. I think that'll go on. Is that 2 or 1? 2. It's Dias, her first. Baseline inbounds. 7 seconds. Inbounds goes. And we'll try to get it into Zanuski. It's knocked out, not handled and out of bounds. It'll be Blazer ball. Comes Dias with 4 seconds to work here. Over to Brandis, back to Dias. Dias takes a three. Ooh, just came up short. We're through 3 quarters. All knotted up at 34.
There's always something happening at Maple Glen Senior Living Community in Shelton. From craft bazaars and farmers markets to art lectures and wedding receptions, this award-winning community has something for everyone. Caring staff, unbelievable meals, unmatched accommodations, and a signature dining room, all at one location, 1700 North 13th Loop in Shelton. Maple Glen is only feet away from the hospital, medical professionals, and pharmacies. Stop in for Sunday brunch or call to schedule a tour to view apartments at Maple Glen Senior Living Community in Shelton.
Hey sports fans, do you want to know when and where your favorite teams in the South Sound Conference are playing, who won the game last night, and what the current standings are? Well, it's easy to find out on sscathletics.org. The information is entered by athletic directors and coaches, so you know it's accurate and up to date, making sscathletics.org the place to view official schedules, scores, standings, photos for all the schools and all the sports in the South Sound Conference. Check out sscathletics.org, the official website of the South Sound Conference.
Fourth quarter starts out with the Blazers having the ball. Wynn gets the inbounds. Throws it over to Brandis. Brandis, little pass down low, stolen away by Zanuski. Abigail handed off to Powell. Powell bounces it over to Gooley. Gooley back and forth on the dribble, dribbles up top to the foul line. Lost the handle on the ball, taps it to Salazar for three. Short, bounces around. Zanuski had the rebound, lost it to Harriet. Harriet gets to Dias. Dias on the run the other way. He's going to go coast to coast with a runner. Off the back of the iron, rebound Zanuski. Abigail gets Harriet off her, hands it to Powell. Powell to the top of the key on the dribble. And I thought she was going to get to Smith. Going to go stop on the side of the paint, missed the jumper. Rebound goes to Harriet. She hit the deck. Stumbles. There's a jump ball called. That'll go over to the, I'll stay with the Highclimbers actually. Harriet's down. Salazar's down. Salazar's holding her right ankle. Harriet took a spill. I'm not even sure what happened there. She might have just lost her footing. And we're going to get the coaches out there, try to find out what's going on here. Salazar's holding her ankle. Highclimbers a little bit light, and I think the Blazers are light as well. Anger's going to check in for Harriet. Brianna's heading to the Highclimber bench. It'll be Highclimber ball. Vernon will step on for Salazar. It's Highclimber ball under the backboard. Left of the backboard. Vernon will trigger the play. Shooters again in the corners. Vernon looking in the middle. Gets it into Powell. Powell with the back of the basket. Dribbles around. Had it blocked out of, actually was going to go out of bounds, but Anger grabbed it. Unfortunately, she had a toe on the baseline, so that stays with the Highclimbers. Vernon again triggers the play, bounces, actually throws it into Smith. Smith behind the back dribble, trying to get by Brandis. Hands it off to Powell. Powell steps back beyond the arc, throws it over to Smith. Smith dribbles up top, looking for Zanuski. One dribble, can't get one up to fall, and the rebound goes to Anger. Here comes Dias. Dias, step back, set the offense for the Blazers. Tie ball game, 6:30 to go here in it. Brandis with the dribble, finds Dias. Dias down it goes to Bush. Bush draws double team, triple team, throws one up there, missed it. Anchor with the rebound, but she lost it to Smith. Smith hooks it to Powell. Powell gets it up to Gooley. Can she get it there? Nope. First there was Bush. Wynn will slow the pace down. 6:10 to go here in the ball game. 34 all. Dias with it. Throws it over to Brandis. Back to Wynn. Back to Brandis, looking for Bush on the side. Wynn with it, going to try the near side. No, she's going to drive, stop, hook it to Bush. Bush can't handle the pass. Powell comes away with it, avoids Bush, finds Zanuski to Smith. Smith up the sideline, stops shy of the midcourt stripe, deflected by Brandis out of bounds. It'll stay with the Highclimbers. Sideline inbounds between the scorer's table and the Climber bench. Vernon will trigger the play. Gets it into Powell. Powell into the corner. Gooley. Gooley splits a double team, throws one up there. Missed the shot but drew the foul. So Taya Gooley at the free throw line. Wynn picked up her second personal. Third team foul. Good news for Blazer fans. Harriet up off the Blazer bench. She's going to check in. Gooley's first free throw goes in. So McDougal also steps onto the court for Timberline. Second free throw by Gooley, rattles in. Give her 8 points tonight. Here comes Wynn. 2-point lead for the Blazers. Wynn with some speed. Over it goes to Dias. Dias at the three-point arc. Bounces it up top to Wynn. She'll step back, set the offense. Throw it over to Dias. Back to Wynn. She'll step back to near midcourt. Throw it over to Brandis. Brandis cross court to Wynn. Wynn finds Harriet. Turnaround jumper, side of the paint. No. Rebound goes to Brandis. Her putback. No. Harriet got it again. Turnaround jumper for Harriet. No. McDougal had it. Lost it. Vernon comes away with it. Jump ball called. That stays with the Blazers. Whew. 5 minutes, 4 seconds to go in the ball game. 2-point lead for Shelton. Timberline with the ball. Inbounds to McDougal off the glass and in. 9 points for Zoe. Tie ball game. Powell trying to go to the hoop. Lost the handle on the ball. Zanuski, actually Smith had it. Wynn can't handle it, but it'll stay with the Climbers on the baseline. Right of the backboard. Vernon will trigger the play. Powell standing up between the circles, adjusting her ponytail. Vernon will trigger it, throws it into Smith, far side. Smith turns around, finds Powell. Powell drives baseline, draws a double team. Hook it up to Gooley. Gooley trying to drive, finds Vernon. Vernon back and forth on the dribble now. Stops, finds Gooley. 2 on the shot clock. Gooley throws one up there, missed the rim, and that's a turnover. 22 turnovers on the Highclimbers, and they're in this ball game with 4:20 to go. Now it's 4:20. Dice with the ball for the Blazers. Up top to Brandis. Near side to Wynn. Wynn had it stolen by Vernon. Vernon is going to get a foul, or is it timeout? We're going to have a foul on the Blazers. It's going to go on Wynn. Yep, it goes on Rachel Wynn, her third. 4th team foul on Timberline. Salazar back into the ball game for the Highclimbers. Kylan Powell will sit down. She's heading to the locker room, I think. Inbounds goes to Gooley in backcourt for the Highclimbers. Stops, needs a little bit of help. Nope, she got away with a double dribble, I think. And then to Salazar. Salazar splits a double team. Throws it to Vernon, trying to get it down to Zanuski. Nice defense by Harriet, knocking it out of bounds. As I mentioned, Kylan has been sick. She's just back. In limited minutes, I would imagine. Baseline inbounds. Vernon will trigger the play for the Highclimbers. Throws it into Salazar to the baseline. Finds Zanuski. Zanuski steps by a double team up and in. 4 points for Abigail. Comes Wynn to Dias. 2-point lead for the Highclimbers. McDougal with a jumper at the elbow. Missed that one. Rebound. Salazar comes away. She wants to run. She loses the handle on it. And there goes Wynn with it. Wynn stops at the top. Throws it over to Dias. Dias back to Wynn. Wynn sets the play. 2-point lead for Shelton. McDougal with the ball. Throws it up top to Brandis. Quick pass over to Wynn. Wynn drives baseline. Tried to hook it in the middle, and they're going to call a foul on a hook pass that was nowhere near anybody. And they're going to get Smith, I believe. Yes. Jade Smith's second foul. Inbounds to Dice in the corner. 3 on the way, and it's an air ball. Rebound goes to Smith. She'll get it to Vernon. And here come the Climbers leading 2 with 3:10 to go. Down to Zanuski. Zanuski had the ball stripped, and there's going to be a foul on McDougal. Zoe says, yeah, I fouled. 2 personal fouls on McDougal. 5 team fouls on the Blazers. At the free throw line, Abigail Zanuski for the Highclimbers. 4 points tonight. First trip to the free throw line. Missed the first one. Should get one more. Kylan Powell getting ready to check back in. I think she's coming in for the shooter. 2-point lead for the Highclimbers. 38-36, 3:06 to go in the ball game. Second free throw up and in. Give her 5 points. Zaniewski will sit down. Powell will come in, and a timeout has been called. We'll be right back.
If you love them enough to relearn math so you can teach them math, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
Frustrated by rising cable prices? You're not the only one. As your local cable TV provider, we work hard to give you the channels you want to watch the local news, enjoy family night, and cheer on your favorite sports team. We also fight to keep your rates fair, but at the negotiating table, large corporate broadcasters demand higher fees for their programming. As TV viewership goes down, broadcast rates continue to go up. It's not fair. None of us should cover their losses. Visit keeptheconnections.com for more information on how we're working for you.
3:06 to go in the ball game. 3-point lead for the Highclimbers. Blazer ball coming out of the timeout. Brandis, Dias, Harriet, Wynn, and McDougal. Wynn with the ball to Brandis. Over to Wynn. Trying to get it to Harriet. Finds Dias between the circles. Now over to Wynn. Wynn gets a screen from Harriet. Stops, finds Brandis. Brandis throws it over to McDougal. Driving baseline. Throw it out to Dias. Dias spinning to the paint. Put it up. Flopped on the play. Missed the shot. Smith with the rebound. No whistle. Smith throws it over to Powell in the corner. Far side. To Vernon. Back to Powell. To Salazar. Salazar looking. She'll hook it to the baseline. Smith with a reverse layup. It drops in. Dozen points for Jade. And it's a 5-point lead for the Highclimbers. Brandis throws it to Dias. Dias to Wynn. Under 2 minutes to go in the ball game. McDougal hits a jumper at the elbow. That was a nice shot. No arc at all. She's 11 points. 3-point lead for the Highclimbers. They have the ball. Timeout called. We'll be right back.
Attention Highclimber fans, the regular season is winding down and your Shelton boys are heading to the postseason. Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, would like to continue following the Highclimbers in the district tournament. However, we need your help to cover the costs to broadcast. Contact us right now and find out how you, your business, or organization can help support these student athletes by becoming a broadcast sponsor.
Highclimber ball coming out of the timeout. They have Powell, Gooley, Vernon, Smith, and Salazar. Sideline backcourt inbounds for the Highclimbers with a 3-point lead, 1:44 to go. Powell inbounds it. Gonna throw it to Salazar in the front court. Lost the handle on the ball. McDougal comes away with it. Here comes Wynn. Wynn will hand it off to Dias. Dias over to Brandis. Brandis down to Harriet. Finds McDougal to the hoop. Missed the shot, but they're gonna get the foul on Salazar. That'll be free on Brianna. Only the third team foul on Shelton. Zoe McDougal at the free throw line, where she's 3 for 4. Missed the first one, she'll get one more. She has 11 points so far tonight. Trying to cut into this 3-point Climber lead. Minute 32 to go. Second one off. Harriet had the rebound. Goes to the floor to get it. Jump ball called. That goes over to the Highclimbers. Minute and a half to go in the ball game. 3-point lead for Shelton. Backcourt inbounds. Vernon will trigger the play, gets it into Gooley. Blazers going full court press. Here comes Powell. Powell will keep it. Get around the corner to the baseline. She draws the foul line. I think it's going to be on Harriet. So it's baseline inbounds. No, it's going to go on Brandis. Her second. Sixth team foul on the Blazers. Shelton ball, baseline inbounds. Right of the backboard. Vernon looking inbounds. Finds Powell knocked out of bounds, but yeah, no foul called, and that'll be the 24th turnover on Shelton. Lady Climbers on top by 3, 1:19 to go. Lady Blazers with the ball. Here comes Dias. Dias throws it over, far side, Brandis. Up top to Win. Near side, Dias into the corner, McDougal for 3. And the tie. Yes! .41 all, minute to go in the ball game. Gooley stops, hooks it in backcourt to Powell. Powell changes direction, crosses midcourt, throws over to Smith. They've shut down Jade in a steal nearly, but it goes, ball goes to Gooley, and then they Blazers tie up Gooley, but they're going to draw a foul on Wynn. That'll be 4 on Rachel. And that's a 1-and-1. It's a 17th foul. So Taya Gooley at the free throw line for the first of a 1-and-1. Taya has 8 points. With her 9. 1 point lead for the Climbers. Second one up and in. 2 point lead for Shelton. Dias. Swing it over to Wynn. Wynn looking for Harriet. Gets it to Dias. Swing it over to Brandis. Brandis bounces it back to Dias. Dias over to Wynn. Cross court it goes to Brandis. Brandis finds Harriet. Jumper in the paint. Yes. All tied up. And the inbounds up court is scramble for it. It goes to Vernon. Vernon to the bucket. Up and in. 45-43. 13.4 seconds to go in the ball game. Climbers up 2. Timeout.
I admit, I did try another TV provider. It sounded like a great deal. But I quickly realized it wasn't. When I read the fine print, I was locked into a long-term contract with a huge cancellation fee. So I came back to HCC. They're more reliable, the service is local, and I save, bundling internet and phone with them too. And I'm a lot happier now.
Great service from a local company. Stay with HCC.
Two-point lead for the Highclimbers, 13.4 seconds to go in the ball game. Wynn, Dias, Harriet, Brandis, and McDougal. Inbounds goes to Wynn. I'm sorry, goes to Dias, then back to Wynn. Wynn to the top of the key, throws it over to Dias. Dias to Harriet. Harriet had the ball poked out of her hands by Powell. Powell on the run the other way. Avoids the defense, and the clock runs out. Highclimbers upset Timberline 45-43. What a game, folks. They got it out with a couple of players missing. The Highclimbers come away with the win, 45-43. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back. We'll wrap this thing up.
This is your brain. This is drugs. This is your brain on drugs. Any questions?
Yeah, I have questions.
Prescription drugs aren't as bad as street drugs, right?
Weed's legal, isn't it? Drinking is worse than smoking weed.
Isn't it? Why
is heroin so addictive?
Molly just makes you feel happy.
I have questions. Mom?
Dad, did you ever try drugs?
They're going to ask. Be ready. Go to drugfree.org. A message from Partnership for Drug-Free Kids.
The living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or waiting for your ride. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Stream your favorite shows or live TV from many channels in your cable package on any computer, tablet, or smartphone. It's all included in Hood Canal Communications TV service for no extra cost. Sign up to watch TV everywhere today. Call or visit Hood Canal Communications online to learn more.
They gave me Vicodin after my knee surgery. I didn't know it would be this addictive. I didn't know how far I'd go to get more.
Opioid dependence can happen after just 5 days. Know the truth, spread the truth.
There's always something happening at Maple Glen Senior Living Community in Shelton. From craft bazaars and farmers markets to art lectures and wedding receptions, this award-winning community has something for everyone. Caring staff, unbelievable meals, unmatched accommodations, and a signature dining room, all at one location, 1700 North 13th Loop in Shelton. Maple Glen is only feet away from the hospital, medical professionals, and pharmacies. Stop in for Sunday brunch or call to schedule a tour to view apartments at Maple Glen Senior Living Community in Shelton.
The final in the mini dome. Shelton Lady Highclimbers pull off the upset here over the Lady Blazers, 45-43. Mei Ping Vernon credited with the winning basket after the Blazers came back from 5 down in the quarter to tie it with a minute left, and then Vernon off an assist of a steal put in the winning basket. They did it behind the 13 points from Jade Smith. 10 for Taya Gooley. She went 4 for 4 from the free throw line in the fourth quarter. 8 for Kylan Powell off the bench. 5 for Abigail Zanuski. 4 apiece for Mei Ping Vernon and Carly Thompson. And a free throw for Brianna Salazar. For the Blazers in the losing effort, Zoe McDougall finished with 12 points. Rihanna Dias with 11. 9 for Mia Harriet. 3 from Ariana Bush, a basket for Rachel Wynn, and a free throw for Avery Anger. Turnovers, quite a few for the Highclimbers. I counted 24. The Blazers finished with 17. Highclimbers did clean it up a bit in the second half. They had 16 at half, finished with 24. So that wasn't much of a, in the end it wasn't a factor, and the Climbers sneak out with a 2-point win over the Blazers. Shelton improves to 5-12 in the season, 3-8 in the South Sound Conference. The Lady Blazers dropped to 7-10 overall, 5-6 in the conference. Next up for Shelton, they host North Thurston on Friday. Timberline heads to Yelm also on Friday. Our next broadcast is Friday, as the Lady Highclimbers host the Lady Rams. Tip-off here in the Mini-Dome is at 7. And that will do it for us. Final score again, Shelton Lady Highclimbers 45. Lady Blazers from Timberline 43. We will talk to you on Friday. Thanks for tuning in.
This broadcast on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, has been brought to you by Maple Glen Senior Living Community in Shelton, celebrating the art of life, and Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected.
Thanks for watching Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.